Library Akashic. As far as I am aware, most people who practice meditation have some initial awareness of it. Those who have started with us have been able to explore various types of meditation. Regarding meditation, I can explain it as follows. Meditation has a significant impact on the human mind and has various techniques. It is not simply starting meditation and experiencing immediate tranquility. Tonight I want to share with you about the Library of Consciousness, the Akashic Repository, or the Akashic Record, which is essentially the cosmic source of information. Now let me explain how you can connect with this Akashic Repository. When we were teaching meditation, we emphasized focusing on your breath and continuing to breathe consciously and intentionally. Practice meditation in this way, focusing on conscious and intentional breathing. When you have practiced this meditation technique for a few minutes, you can work with your intentions in meditation. You don't need to state your intention before starting meditation, such as intending to see extraterrestrial beings or going to the Akashic Repository to read books. No, it is not necessary at all. You will reach a point in your meditation where you will realize that there is a space where your brain is under your control. The only thing required for effort and discernment is to recognize the line, which I refer to as line recognition. For example, Maulana themselves were an era of having 7 lines and 7 cities essentially living simultaneously. We at a time when meditation reaches such a level that you realize that your brain is under your control, meaning that random and unauthorized thoughts no longer enter. And of course, I should also mention that you have to work on meditation, meaning that when you do rhythmic breathing, continue meditation in such a way that you try to turn off your brain. It means that for a second, if possible, try, and when you have done these 3 pings of meditation, in fact rhythmic breathing and concentration, try to turn off the thoughts that come to your mind and enter a state of mental detachment. It means a state where your brain is under your control and you don't need to think. When you tried and gradually became proficient, in fact, the main key is to connect with the celestial realms, enter the Library Akashi, and many other things. In fact, the space of mental detachment, mental silence, meditation, and beyond. While we may wish for a magic switch to turn off our minds and escape intrusive thoughts, complete mental silencing is not entirely achievable. Meditation, however, offers a powerful technique to calm the mind and reduce unwanted thoughts. Here is a guide to meditating for mental silencing. Find a quiet place, choose a tranquil and undisturbed location, proper posture, sit or lie down with a straight spine, focus on breath, concentrate on your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your chest and the flow of air in and out of your nostrils. Observe thoughts, acknowledge thoughts that arise without judgment, let them pass without engaging with them. Repeat a phrase silently. Repeat a phrase like, I am silencing my mind, or peace in your mind. Be patient. It may take time for your mind to settle. Initially, be patient and consistent with practice. Gradually increase time with regular practice. Gradually increase your meditation duration. Meditation offers numerous benefits for mental and physical well-being, including reduced stress and anxiety, enhanced focus and attention, improved sleep quality, strengthened immune system, increased self-awareness. Meditation is not the only path to mental calmness. Other methods like yoga, tai chi, nature walks, and spending time with loved ones can also help reduce stress, anxiety, and promote inner peace. However, meditation can be a stepping stone to communicating with extraterrestrials. Some believe that the deep state of relaxation achieved through meditation can open the mind to connect with the subconscious and other levels of consciousness. This may lead to extraterrestrial experiences such as hearing unexplained sounds, seeing visions, or feeling the presence of extraterrestrial beings. Note: extraterrestrial experiences can be real or imaginary. There is no scientific evidence to support the existence of extraterrestrials or the possibility of communicating with them through meditation. Nevertheless, meditation can be a powerful tool for exploring the mind's potential and connecting with deeper levels of existence. Important reminder: consult a qualified professional before starting any meditation practice, especially if you have a history of mental health conditions. Connecting with the Akashic Records and beyond. While phrases like contact Naja or enter the Akashic Treasure may sound like simple commands, accessing these realms requires more than just verbal declarations. The Akashic Records, often referred to as the Book of Life, are said to contain the entire history of the universe, including past, present, and future events, as well as the soul's journey through multiple lifetimes. Accessing the Akashic Records is not a matter of simply wishing or commanding it to happen. It requires preparation, intention, and a deep state of consciousness. Preparation. Mental stillness. Meditation is the foundation for accessing the Akashic Records. Regular meditation practice helps calm the mind, reduce distractions, and enhance focus. Clear intention. Set a clear intention for your Akashic Records exploration. What do you seek to learn or understand? What questions do you have? Openness and receptivity. Approach the process with an open mind and a receptive heart. Be willing to receive the Information that is meant for you even if it's unexpected. Accessing the Akashic Records. Find a quiet space. Choose a tranquil and undisturbed location where you won't be interrupted. Assume a comfortable posture. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position that allows you to relax and focus. Begin meditation. Engage in your regular meditation practice. Focus on your breath, calming your mind and body. Set your intention. Once you're in a deep meditative state, silently state your intention for accessing the Akashic Records. Allow connection, release control, and allow yourself to connect with the Akashic Records. Be patient and receptive. Receive information. Pay attention to any thoughts, images, or sensations that arise. These may be messages or insights from the Akashic Records. Record your experience after your session. Journal your experience. Note down any details you recall as they may fade over time. Remember, accessing the Akashic Records is a personal and unique experience. It may take time, practice, and patience to develop the connection and receive clear messages. Additional tips: seek guidance. Consider working with a spiritual guide or mentor who can provide support and guidance on your journey. Join a community. Connect with others who are interested in the Akashic Records to share experiences and support each other. Trust your intuition. Ultimately, trust your intuition and inner wisdom as you navigate the Akashic Records. Remember, the Akashic Records are a vast repository of knowledge and wisdom. By approaching them with respect, openness, and a pure heart, you may gain valuable insights into your soul's journey and the interconnectedness of all things. We want to activate the body and establish a connection with the astral planes. We want to visit the Akashic Library and perform astral projection. There are many benefits to this practice, and it is important to approach it with the necessary prerequisites. Turning off the mind and achieving a state of deep relaxation is essential. I do not recommend this practice to anyone without personal experience. I have personally experienced turning off the mind and can easily achieve a state of deep relaxation. Even without meditation, I can quickly quiet my mind and gain control over my thoughts. This allows me to have mastery and authority over my own brain, where thoughts cannot enter without my permission. This brain, which will not allow thoughts without my consent, is under my control. In fact, the power and awareness are in my hands. And this is one of those things that I need to share with you, my friends. It is not necessary to have a specific topic or a special moment to read an article. Let me tell you that when we achieve mental detachment, one of the things I want to talk to you about tonight is connecting to the Akashic Records. When you enter the Akashic Library, you should consider that this library contains the records of everything that has happened in the universe, from the destiny and lives of the smallest creatures to the greatest. Their behavior, actions, and thoughts are all recorded in the Quran, referred to as the Amul Kitab or the Akashic Records. The Gospel also mentions the Mother Book or the Book of Reality in Eastern religions such as Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism. And as mentioned in the reference source, there is a concept of the Akashic Records. This is not a book in the literal sense, but rather a library, the Akashic Library, where you can find answers to any questions you have about the universe. To access this library, you can imagine going into the depths of the earth, entering a cave, and then descending to lower levels. This process begins with a mental visualization. Once inside the cave, you will find shelves with books made of crystal or glass. You can pick one of these crystal books, pose your question in your mind, and then retrieve a book from which you will receive your answer. It means that you have any question about metaphysics, from physics, from the world we are in, from the complexities of different worlds, and also issues that questions are actually a menu and questions are actually hidden. Otherwise, if you want to improve your material life, for example, you can easily change your lifestyle and income and actually make material progress for yourself. These kinds of material questions will not be answered in the Akashic Records, and of course I myself have never seen anyone who actually dominates it and searches the Akashic Records and actually understands it for material questions in his own worldly matters. Usually there is no answer to find something in the Akashic Records. But if you have complex spiritual questions and difficult questions that actually have no answer about the earth, about how the universe is positioned, about matters and events that occur for each nation, and the fate of nations actually exist regarding yourself. Every human being actually has a unique book called the Akashic Records. In that book, all events from the beginning of birth are recorded. In fact, after death, once the Akashic Records will open your book and show it to you, but before you die, you can access the Akashic Library through meditation and connecting with it. In fact, with a little imagination, you can enter the first base which is serving you, and in that mental realm, you can comfortably ask your questions and find complex answers to many confusing and difficult issues in that library. This includes information about the universe, celestial realms, the entire knowledge of the cosmos, and other related matters. Astrology and spirituality are also present in the Akashic Library, and every individual is also a book about themselves. The Akashic Records, also known as the Cosmic Library or the Akashic Library, are a collection of spiritual knowledge and information about the universe. They are said to contain records of all past, present, and future events, as well as information about the nature of reality, and the spiritual realm. Accessing the Akashic Records is believed to provide insights and answers to life's questions and challenges. The Akashic Records are described as a library or repository of energetic imprints that can be accessed through a state of deep meditation or through the assistance of trained individuals known as Akashic Record readers. These readers act as custodians and interpreters of the information contained within the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records are said to contain information about various spiritual sciences and complex metaphysical concepts. They are believed to hold the keys to understanding the nature of consciousness, the soul's journey, and the interconnectedness of all beings. By accessing the Akashic Records, individuals can gain insights into their past lives, their soul's purpose, and the lessons they need to learn in this lifetime. It is important to note that accessing the Akashic Records requires proper training and guidance. It is not a casual or recreational activity, but rather a serious spiritual practice that should be approached with respect and reverence. The information obtained from the Akashic Records can be transformative and enlightening, but it should be used responsibly and ethically for personal growth and spiritual development. In summary, the Akashic Records are a metaphysical concept that refers to a repository of spiritual knowledge and information about the universe. Accessing the Akashic Records can provide insights and answers to life's questions and challenges, as well as a deeper understanding of the nature of reality and the soul's journey. You can ask your specific questions and get answers. Some people contribute to the Akashic Repository, and occasionally they illuminate these books and the library with their imagination. They clean and purify the library, giving it light. In fact, they use the concept of lightworking or energy work in their journey through the Akashic Repository. This is a noble and well-received practice that purifies your body, mind, and soul, while also granting you greater access to the Akashic Library. Friends have mentioned that through meditation, which essentially focuses on not thinking, you can gradually reach a level where you can make decisions and understand exactly where you can engage in other activities that quiet your mind. This means that until your mind is completely still, and without the permission of its owner, which is you, it brings various thoughts to you. Your meditation has not yet reached its original quality, and many abilities are still not being given to you. When friends need to know that I have served you many times, the key is actually access to many matters in meditation practice and perseverance. Dear friends, there is no magic here, no secret, no trick that a person can learn and achieve instantly. Unfortunately, because we Iranians have a great interest in instant results, friends need to actually spend time and pursue themselves in meditation and strive to become more focused. Meditation is actually experiencing quality gradually, something you will realize yourself after a while. You will see that your mind seems to be quiet for a few minutes, a few seconds, as if you have thought and are in a state of mental clarity and brevity. When you reach that state, it means that the seeds of success are blossoming and you are getting closer to your goals. In terms of mastering your mind, this mastery of the mind is actually the beginning and prerequisite of many spiritual matters. Is the access to the Akashic Library, which can be considered as the flight of the soul or the access and communication with various higher dimensions. There are many other topics that, if you are interested, we can discuss later, such as the ability and prerequisites for using meditation for various purposes. Meditation can be used for infinite tasks, and this method of emptying the mind makes you a focused, creative, superior, and intelligent individual connected to both the microcosm and the macrocosm of your universe. It transforms you into a stable and unique being with a special disposition. It brings you out of the state of being reactive, so that when someone says something, you don't react like a bomb. It affects your ethics, behavior, and personality. When meditation is repeated, it becomes a part of your routine. In the subject of cosmology and cosmogony, you can find accurate documents. Moreover, you can find a lot of information about various extraterrestrial and terrestrial salvations. In fact, you have access to the actions and decision-making of the universe for the creation of different beings. From the resources available, it is possible to obtain what humans will eventually discover. Modern and advanced technologies are completely contained in the Akashic Records, just like Tesla, Einstein, and many other scientists who were able to discover many things by using some of the books in the Akashic Records. The number of people who had access to the Akashic Records and were elite is almost the same, and most of those who made a name for themselves had acquired the ability to access the Akashic Records and used it to answer their questions. Another thing I can explain to you about the Akashic Records is that in the Akashic Records, as I mentioned to you, there is a book for each person that records their Good and bad actions. Usually no one has access to the code, and in fact that book is personal and others do not have access to it, and personal research cannot be done. For example, you cannot be curious about others. This ability is not given to you, and in fact it creates limitations for you if you want to be in this space, and your access will be limited. Furthermore, friends should know that in natural sciences and sciences which actually deal with nature and connect to the universe, there is a lot of useful and learnable information in the Akashic Library, which you can find in it the correct style of life and the behaviors that every person should practice in their life. You can find these in the Akashic Library along with the necessary behaviors that every person should practice in their life. There is another article in the Akashic Library that provides access to all the lives you have experienced and the lives you will experience in the future. However, this access is limited to information about your own life, not other individuals. It is recommended that you focus on self-exploration to avoid complications and limitations in accessing the information. By exploring your own consciousness, you can gain insights into complex issues related to your body's physiology, unknown illnesses, upcoming events, and experiences in your life. The Akashic Library also contains information about your relationships with others, marriage, having children, and other personal matters that you can access before they actually happen. It is important to note that the Akashic Library exists in a metaphysical realm and is accessed through the silence of the mind and meditation. Through meditation, we can achieve a higher level of awareness and gain access to the cosmic mind, which has infinite transformative effects. It is also worth mentioning that practicing meditation and utilizing specific meditation techniques can enhance the ability to silence the mind and connect with higher levels of consciousness. In summary, the Akashic Library is a valuable resource for self-exploration and accessing information about past and future lives, as well as personal matters. Our universe and other universes exist in the Akashic Records, which contain classified knowledge that is accessible to us. This includes both acquired knowledge and knowledge that has not yet been obtained through meditation. We can gain control over our subconscious mind and access information about ourselves that is intriguing and transformative. By visualizing entering the Akashic Records, we activate a key that allows events to unfold beyond our control. Thank you for listening to the discussion about the Akashic Records, and I hope that each of us can repeatedly enter the Akashic Library and benefit from its teachings. It is important to note that the books within this library are made of crystal glass, and their texts are recorded with light, creating a beautiful and extraordinary experience. I appreciate your time in listening to this information, and I want to emphasize that these concepts are indeed real and have been acknowledged by those who have expertise in spiritual sciences. The Akashic Library is a universal entity accessible in all dimensions, just as we have a pathway from our living space to the Akashic Records. Thank you all.